2 games left in the season. Chelsea, 4th place, 68 points, plus 32 goal difference. Arsenal, 5th place, 68 points, 27 goal difference. 5 goals separating Chelsea and Arsenal in that battle for 4th place. Last episode, they beat us 3-1. Now we need to get 4th place back if we want Champions League Season 2. Leave a like on the video, leave comments. If you want to support the channel, really helps the algorithm. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then please do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss an episode. Let's get 4th place. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel. Welcome back to Football Manager 2022 and the Arsenal save. And yes, Man United did beat Liverpool 8-2 to go within 2 points of the title. But we're taking on Watford at home and then Manchester City at the Etihad in our final 2 games of the season. We are level on points with Chelsea. We can finish either 4th or 5th. So it's either going to be Champions League or Europa League football. We might end up outside the top 4, which is still a good finish for us. But we've been 4th almost all season. And we've really slipped up at the end. It's a must-win game against Watford, who are bottom at the moment, level on points with Brentford, but still a chance to maybe save themselves. Man City are in 3rd place and could catch United and get 2nd, but we'll wait and see. So last episode, a toothless performance against Chelsea. Lukaku with a penalty and 2 goals from Havertz. Aubameyang did get a goal late on in the game, but hardly any possession, very few chances created, a rotten performance at Stamford Bridge. And that was our 5th match in competitive games without a win. We took on Norwich at home in our next game. Norwich went down to 10 men inside 7 minutes with Norman getting a straight red card for a 2-footed challenge. But that didn't stop us from scoring just 1 goal in the game against a Norwich side that had 10 men for over 18 minutes. And it was Aubameyang who got the goal in the 41st minute, set up by Barbosa. Aubameyang scored it. And we did win 1-0. We did win a game, but we made hard work of it. Norwich didn't have a single shot, but they still had 56% possession. And I'm pretty convinced that possession is broken on Football Manager 22, you know. I think it's busted. It must be. We then faced Leeds at Ellen Road. It ended 0-0. Aubameyang were probably our best chances, and Meslier managed to save his effort. Leeds' best chance probably came from Dan James in the 90th minute. Luke Ayling with the ball and a good cross, but Dan James' effort was well saved by Bernd Leno. But the reason that I say that I think possession's busted, it does seem like FM22 does favour counter-attacking, as you've seen throughout the season. A lot of games we've been giving up possession, even against sides like Burnley, but we're still having really good performances. And if we go into the Premier League and we go into the detailed stats, if we look at the average possession, if you look down the bottom, us and Man United have the average least possession of all 20 teams. And Liverpool is 17th. And that just isn't right. If we go up to the top, Chelsea having lots of possession, but Norwich in 9th, Brighton 13th, Brentford in 19th, they're second bottom. And they're having 52% possession on average every game. It just doesn't feel right. So we did beat Norwich at home and we did get a point at Leeds United. So that does leave us level on points with Chelsea still. Chelsea drew 3-3 with Newcastle. Lukaku got a hat-trick there. They beat Villa at home. They travelled to the Amex to take on Brighton, and the final game is at home against Wolves. So I think they've got the easy running. We do take on Man City on our last day. So let's jump into the game against Watford. This is a must-win game. We're at home. We're going to bump it up to positive and see what we can do. Now, what I did do is I did scrap the whole counter thing and made a control possession tactic, or used the control possession tactic and tweaked it a little bit, okay? I've picked one of the preset styles. I made a couple of changes, so, you know, it's not ideal, but needs must. So this is the side that I think we're going to go for. Barbosa has, not been scoring too much recently, but we're going to give him the go up top. Aubameyang's going to play it on the left. Bukayo Saka's going to play it on the right. Tomiyasu's been pretty solid. Tavares played well last time. Even Sula and Gabriel played well last time. We've got a clean sheet, so that's good. We've got 2 clean sheets in a row. So things are looking good. And hopefully we can keep things going into this game. And of course, there's 2022, so there'll also be a World Cup in the winter. So that would be interesting to see what happens in the next season, because they did announce today the break for the Premier League for the World Cup. And it also revealed that the Premier League season resumes just over a week after the World Cup finishes. 8 days after the World Cup finishes, Premier League's back up and running again. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see in Football Manager, whether or not there's a break in the winter for the World Cup, or what that break's going to be as Saka heads over. I mean, we have looked better, but again, Watford are having more possession than us. And Xhaka's got a free kick here. 28 minutes gone. Gabriel with a header, and Gabriel scores his 4th of the season to make it 1-0. We might actually win a game on camera. It doesn't feel like we've won one in a long time. I think the last one might have been a 1-0 win against, it might be against Leeds, actually. I don't remember. But Gabriel gets to the header, a free header, really. There wasn't anyone anywhere near him there. So what we've done with this control possession is just slowed things down a bit. We were playing on a high tempo originally, so we've just slowed things down. And, you know, the lines are much higher, so we've got a high defensive line, high line of engagement. And we go in a half-time 1-0 up. Just the one shot on target for us, but that was Gabriel's header. I'm going to demand more as we go into the second half. Second goal is going to be big because, that, you know, we paid the price against Newcastle. We were 1-0 up. And Willock scored in the 94th minute. So we need to try and see these games out. Interesting thing with this control possession tactic as well is that playing out from the back does seem to help our defenders' ratings a bit more. I guess because they're having the ball a little bit more. So that's good to see as well. I think playing out from the fence is a good thing to do here. Sarr goes for a shot, but it's a good block by Gabriel. But we need to be better going forward here. We've got a goal, but, you know, Watford could easily equalise from this set piece. But they don't. It's held on to by Bernd Leno, who is favoured ahead of Ramsdale at the moment. So we're going to keep him in there. But again, we've only had one shot on target so far. We need to be doing better. Gabriel to Xhaka. Here's Barbosa. Odegaard. Saka. This needs to be on target. It's not. If we end up dropping points here, then we've got no chance of getting 4th place. Let's just bring up the table and we can see how Chelsea are doing. I think Chelsea are playing on the Monday. I don't think they're playing at the moment. No, they're not. So Chelsea don't actually play on the same day. So we'll have to see how they do against Brighton. That's who they're playing. Here's Saka. Carrying a yellow card, but it's all right. And he does get a shot on target. It wasn't a great effort, but it's on target. That's better than most at the moment. Watford have brought on Dennis. And here he is. Goes back to Danny Rose. About midway through the second half here. It's cleverly to Sissoko. And who was that? Xhaka. He's already been booked. He's going to get sent off. Xhaka's gone. Okay, we're going to bring Partey up alongside Odegaard. We're going to drop the fullbacks back a little bit, just support and defend. And we're going to have Saka being a bit more supportive as well. Just try and hold on to this 1-0 lead. I'm not going to make any subs just yet, but we just need to be a bit careful as we're now a man down. I'm going to go calm down as well in the shouts, which is mostly positive, but Tavares didn't like it. Okay, let's make some changes as we approach the final 10 minutes. Saka's had a bit of an off day. Pepe's going to come on. Aubameyang's going to come off for Smith Rowe as well. So double change. Hold on to this 1-0 lead. It's not amazing, but 3 points is going to be important. I don't know what that free kick was. Don't want to go defensive, but let's just see if we can get through these last 10 minutes and get 3 points. A second goal, again, would really help. But I don't know if we'll get that with 10 men. We'll have to wait and see. Here's Tomiyasu to Gabriel Barbosa, who needs a goal. He really needs a goal. That's a block by Siralta. Nicola Pepe to Odegaard. Thomas Partey shot's blocked. We get a corner. I think we might start time wasting as well, actually. But 10 minutes left. We're going to start time wasting. Against Watford, who are bottom, and we're Arsenal. That feels dirty. But, yeah, we need 3 points here. Barbosa hasn't scored it. He scored against Villa, but other than that, he really hasn't done too well. 5 minutes to go. Let's take off Odegaard. Let's bring on Ceballos. Smith Rowe does well to hold on to the ball there, but gives it away to Tufan. And here's Sarr. And Watford now with, I think they might be playing 3 forwards. It's a block by, I think it's Tomiyasu, no, it's Tavares, sorry. Watford with a corner here. And we're into the final minutes of the game. I think we will set up defensive now into stoppage time. This has been a really poor performance again, but it looks like we might get 3 points. Just waiting for that clock to run down now. There it is. It is Arsenal 1, Watford 0. Again, not a convincing performance in the slightest. Again, good defensive display. Playing out from the back does seem to work, but we just didn't create enough. Just 2 shots on target. It's not really good enough. Chelsea yet to play their second to last game, but if they drop points, that could open a door for us to to hold on to 4th place. But we've got Man City on the final day. That could prove tough. City have just won 4-0 at Everton to go 2 points behind Man United, who, beat Liverpool 8-2. That result did also relegate Watford. They are down after Palace won at Burnley. So Palace out of the bottom 3 and Watford now relegated. And Brentford need to win their match to avoid the drop for now. They might still go down though. Chelsea lost 3-1 to Brighton. Trossard and Lallana got goals. And then Mount got one back for Chelsea. But Chelsea lost. Alright, this might actually be something we can do. Chelsea host Wolves on the final day. We do face Man City at the Etihad. If we can get a point, then there's a chance. If we can get a point, then we've confirmed 4th place. Yeah, Brentford are down and Burnley are effectively relegated, save for a 13-goal swing with Crystal Palace. So I think the bottom 3 there is confirmed. Burnley, Brentford and Watford relegated. Leicester stay out of the bottom 3. But yeah, just a really poor season for them. Really, really poor. I was kind of banking on them getting relegated because I was eyeing up some of their players. And yeah, we're talking about the likes of James Maddison, Harvey Barnes, some homegrown English talent there that we could have made use of. Looking at the domestic cups, because we haven't really done that, Manchester United won the FA Cup with Liverpool runners-up. A penalties win there. That didn't end 8-2. Man United also won the Carabao Cup, so could be a domestic treble for them if they do win the Premier League. But Liverpool, I think, were 2 points clear. All right, here we go. Final day of the season. Chelsea host Wolves. We are away against Manchester City. Man United face Spurs. Liverpool, Merseyside derby on the final day. Wow. Some big fixtures on this last day of the season. Merseyside derby, City, Arsenal, Spurs United as well. There's some big fixtures. All right, we're going to start balanced. Xhaka suspended after his red card. So Ceballos will start in midfield alongside Odegaard. Barbosa has not been scoring recently. Barbosa is going to be dropped for today. Aubameyang is going to start up top. Saka's going to move to the left. Pepe is going to start on the right wing. All right, crunch time. Can we get 4th place? Chelsea are at home, but we're away. Hopefully we can get a good result here. A point here confirms 4th place, but a point against Man City is not an easy thing to get. They beat us in the Carabao Cup, but then we beat them 4-0. Sterling did get sent off in that game though, so that may well be a contributing factor to why they lost 4-0. But let's see how this one goes. Starting off 11 versus 11 at least. Can we get a result here to hold on to 4th place? But here's Gundogan to Gabriel Jesus. And a big ball up for Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne back to Sterling. And I think Tomiyasu with a big block there. A good block though. Do you know what? The actual counter tactic might be better here against City. I'll have to wait and see. But Aubameyang on the ball. Might be a chance for us to break here. Here's Nicolas Pepe, who's lacked starting games since his injury. And that's a long ball by Odegaard, but doesn't find Aubameyang. I actually think we might benefit from going for the counter, you know. I think we might go back to it. I mean, so far City have had 10 shots. We've had 1. So, you know, we can see who's in control of the game. And again, not great distribution there by Leno from the goal kick. Really not great. Here's Fernandinho to Laporte. And City in control of the first half an hour here. But all we need is one chance. Gabriel pressurising Gundogan there. But it goes back to Ruben Diaz. And making his way forward here. Here's Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva with it back. Gabriel Jesus shot blocked by Gabriel. And here's Tavares. Fernandinho's got space here. De Bruyne's got even more space. Don't give him that much space, please. Here he is again. De Bruyne. Goes back to Fernandinho. De Bruyne looking for goal. Oh, I think it might have just struck the post. I don't think it was Leno that got to that. I think that hit the woodwork. The Ceballos has picked up a knock. That's not good news. Xhaka was suspended and now Ceballos might be hurt. We're kind of low on options on the bench for midfield. So that's not good news. Walker with a cross. Headed away well by Sula. Goossens to Fernandinho. And Walker on the ball again here. This has been all Man City this first half. Sterling with a close range effort rather. Which Tomiyasu does block. We've managed to hold on for the first half to keep it 0-0. I mean, it's just a matter of time though before Arsenal put the ball in the net, isn't it? Okay, we've got to half time. That's good. But We need to start getting balls forward. We just need to try and hold on. Ceballos needs to come off though. What can we do? We can put Lokonga on and we can move Partey a bit further up. I think we'll do that. There's no point trying to give the game to them because it's not going to work. We just need to try and hold on for dear life and try and save a point. And that will be enough to get 4th place. That's going to be the game plan today. You know, it's not great. It's not going to be entertaining, but sometimes that's just the way you got to play to get results. And this is going to be the most important point we pick up all season. And if we can get all 3, that would be even better. Chelsea are 1-0 up against Wolves. So as it stands, they would go a point behind us. So if we can hold on for a point, no matter how Chelsea do, we'd still be 4th place. But here's Kyle Walker. All City could get 1 goal, and that would be us, you know, behind Chelsea once again. It's Bernardo Silva to Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, he's found his way through, but a good save by Leno. Gets down to his left. Corner kick. Headed away by Gabriel. Back to De Bruyne. Chelsea have got a second goal, and it's Reece James. Great sliding tackle there by Saka. We just want to try and get shots away. That's what we're going to have to do. Aubameyang has had no service today. He's had nothing up there. But Saka is really struggling. So Smith Rowe is going to have to come on. We've been forced into 2 changes with 64 minutes gone. It's not ideal, but we need to try and do something here. And it's Goossens for Man City. And the cross. It's headed away by Gabriel. And here's Fernandinho to Goossens. De Bruyne back to Fernandinho. Sterling. Gundogan to Foden. And Sterling, I think he's offside, but he skied it anyway. This is very, very close. As it stands, we're still in 4th place. But we've still got about 20 minutes to hold on here. Aubameyang's got the ball. And he loses it to Fernandinho. Quite feebly, actually. Sterling's through. And this might be the first goal. But, oh, he's chipped the goalkeeper, but he's gone over the bar as well. Rodri's now one for them. Smith Rowe. Back to Tavares. Lokonga to Gabriel. Oh, if we score, that would be massive. We're not going to... Oh! There might be a foul or a yellow by Sula. Jesus has an effort that goes wide. God, I thought Sula... I don't know what Sula was going to get there. How is this still 0-0? Wolves are going to go back. Fabio Silva scored for Wolves. And we're into the last, 10 minutes. Sterling, cleared by Gabriel. How is this still 0-0? How is this still 0-0? We've offered absolutely nothing. And City just haven't managed to put the ball in the net. Partey needs to come off. So we're going to put Ben White in between Gabriel and Sula. We're into the 90th minute. And somehow this is still 0-0. And I really don't know how. Tomiyasu heads it forward. Only as far as Goossens. We are holding on by the skin of our teeth at the moment to 4th place. It's Goossens to De Bruyne. It's Rodrigo. It's blocked by Smith Rowe. It's a corner for Man City as we enter the first of 5 minutes of injury time. We have not offered a single thing in this game. But somehow we are looking at a point to confirm 4th place. Deserved? Debatable. But it looks like we're going to get 4th place unless City score now in stoppage time. Kyle Walker got lots of space here. And it's a cross. Headed away by Gabriel. 95th minute. I can't believe this is 0-0. I can't believe this is 0-0. Goossens. Renato Sanchez. Onto his right foot and crosses. Kyle Walker. Takes it past Tavares. De Bruyne. Back to Kyle Walker. And collected by Bernd Leno. And that should be good. Leno can hold on to this for as long as he wants now. And that should see us confirmed as Champions League contenders. There we go. Full time. Man City 0. Arsenal 0. And I think that's confirmed 4th place. I mean, we did not do a single thing going forward there. 2 shots, 0 on target, 38% possession. But look at Man City, 23 shots, 4 shots on target. We got the result despite not being at our best. And Man City were far from their best there. They were wasteful. They were absolutely wasteful. I'm sure Man City are sat there wondering how they didn't win that. And there we go. Chelsea, a 2-1 win over Wolves, but at the end of the day, their 3-1 defeat to Brighton means that Arsenal finished 4th and Chelsea finished 5th. We are in the Champions League next season. We had a really strong start to the season and that definitely helped. And we did stumble at the end. but we've done enough to get to the Champions League. And Liverpool, despite their 8-2 defeat to Man United on the penultimate day, do manage to reclaim their title by 4 points in the end. So Liverpool champions, Man United in second, Man City in third, and we finish in 4th place with that point against Man City, confirming that. Chelsea will rue their defeat to Brighton. Leeds and Newcastle also qualifying for Europe. Spurs outside the European places. West Ham with a disappointing bottom half finish. Leicester escaping the bottom 3. Burnley, Brentford and Watford go down to the Championship. And next season, Sheffield United and Fulham will be rejoining the Premier League, with either Bournemouth or Bristol City joining them. We'll have a look at who won the European competitions at the start of next episode, because I don't want this video to go too long. I'd love to have a look at some more data for the end of the season, but again, I don't want this video to run too long. I've been recording for 50 minutes already with 2 matches, so I don't want this to overrun. But I think we'll have a look at some data bits and pieces, maybe in a separate video. Maybe we'll do like a transfer special or something, but I have maybe a video without a match. I'm not quite sure. We'll attack that when we get to it and cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, I'd definitely like to have a look at some data bits and pieces for the end of the season. Just maybe not today, because again, I don't want this video to run too long. So the transfers were middle to good, I'd say. The transfers that Arsenal actually made, like, as we said at the start, they're good squad players that didn't really improve the squad. Aside from maybe Odegaard, who's been impressive. 16 assists for him this season. He did score only 1 goal, which was a free kick. But 16 assists is good. Barbosa did have a bad end to the season, but he got 26 goals in all competitions. That's a good tally, I guess. 3 assists for him. Tomiyasu was very good at right back. I was really impressed with how he did, actually. Tavares was decent at left back. Sula was a good January signing. Ramsdale's been good this season. Leno's been good as well. Re-signing Ceballos wasn't too bad. He had a good few contributions, but had a couple of injuries. Lokonga wasn't too bad. Ben White was disappointing. David Brooks was going to play for us next season. Chowdhury was a waste of money. Reece Nelson would be someone that I'd love to use when he comes back from loan. He looks like a really solid wide player. He's been mostly good for Feyenoord. Did have a bit of a dry patch in April, but you know, he's got 12 goals for Feyenoord. That's a good tally, so I'm looking forward to having Reece Nelson back. Also Saliba at centre back, Torreira, Guendouzi's here somewhere as well. Some of these players we can definitely cash in on. I'm looking at Bellerin and thinking we can definitely cash in on him, but players like Saliba and Nelson, I think there's definitely players here that we can use when they come back. Once again, next season they just want us to qualify for Europe, so they'll want a top 6 finish, and then after that, best of the rest. I don't really know what that entails. I guess it's like, make sure the team becomes recognised as the best of the rest outside of the top 4 within the stated time frame. We finished in the top 4. What are you talking about? After that, they're looking to maybe push towards the title. So it's quite a long-term plan for Arsenal. They're not expecting a title challenge anytime soon. The next couple of seasons is just about getting back into Europe and becoming an established side in Europe once again. I'd love to have a look at some more data hub bits and pieces, but I don't want this video to be too long. It probably is too long as it stands. So I think we're going to end things there with season 1 done and dusted. Somehow we've managed to stay in 4th place. You know, we were there for most of the whole season. We did have a bit of a dip towards the end, but managed to just about hold on. I mean, having those last 4 matches end unbeaten was huge, actually. That was really big. There weren't impressive performances in the slightest, but we did enough to hold on to 4th place. And Chelsea losing to Brighton, they will not be happy with that. That has cost them 4th place. That's cost them Champions League football, that one result. So they can't be happy with that. But we're going to have some Champions League football next season. We're going to see if we can hold on to our space in the top 4. And there's going to be a big summer transfer window. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have plenty of money to spend, 45 million plus any that we get in sales. It's going to be a big transfer window. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. And if you enjoyed today's video, then do drop a like and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then please do subscribe and turn notifications on. Hopefully you enjoyed season 1. It's been a rough ride, but you know, we've had some good performances this year, some really bad performances, but at the end of the day, we've done enough to get 4th place. Can we hold on for it next season, and can we get a good run in Europe? We'll have to wait and see. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.